All right, everybody, let's make some sweet and hot chicken nuggets. These things are my secret weapon. So good. If you want to make something that everybody's like, holy crap, how do you make these? This is the ticket. I'm telling you. This is my fancy butcher knife. Don't trust anybody with a fancy knife. All you need is a butcher knife. This thing has been tried and true and been around for a long time. Cut thousands of pounds of meat with this thing. So here we go, cutting off all the fat off the chicken thighs. You want to get all that just straight fat off of there. Take your time, clean up your thighs good. I save my trimmings because I end up grinding my chicken thighs. I got this 40-pound box of chicken thighs for like 98 cents a pound. I pay up to $1.50 a pound. It goes by quick. 40 pounds. I mean, I make 10 pounds in the chicken nuggets. I grind 10 pounds, and then I put 20 pounds into the freezer, and they're gone in a few months. What a cheap, awesome family meal. That's Dexter, the secret star of the show. So, still cutting off all the fat. Like I said, I save mine, pile it up, and then I'll put it in with my chicken thighs when I freeze them, because I'll freeze 20 pounds for later. And here's the secret sauce. This is for 10 pounds, but basically it's 1 teaspoon salt per pound. Half of that of sugar, 1/8 teaspoon cure. You want to put cure in it because you want it to last, because if you're making this much, you want it to hang around in the freezer and not spoil on you. So cure is really going to help with that. Mix it up really good. You want the cure to penetrate all the meat. And you can check that later when you cook it and you cut it. You can see if it's cured all the way through. You'll check the color. So 6 hours at room temperature, overnight in the fridge, whatever you have time for. Spread them out. Make sure no pieces are touching. These actually dry out really fast. I did it at 160 in my dehydrator for 6 hours and they were done. You don't necessarily have to make sure they're cooked all the way through, because we'll be spreading them out on a sheet pan and broiling them, and that cooks them all the way through if they're not quite done. So they should be stiff, pliable, easy to cut. Way better than cutting them into nuggets before you dehydrate them. Do them in whole pieces. Save yourself a lot of trouble. So you can either cut them fresh out of the dehydrator. Here, so I'm checking for the cure. See that penetration all the way through? That way you know the cure made it all the way through the meat. It's not going to spoil. So cut up all your pieces as big as you want to do them. 10 pounds takes a little while. I ended up doing 4 sheets of nuggets. Do brown sugar, some paprika. I do some cayenne, a little bit of water. I want to make a slurry out of this. Put as much heat as you want to in there. My kids love these, so I don't put in a lot of heat. Just a little bit of water again so you can make a slurry out of it. Because you're going to be mixing it up on the sheet pan, and you just want to get everything kind of coated with it. You don't want it sopping wet, because in the broiler you don't want to burn your brown sugar. A little bit of black pepper to top it off. And I'm telling you, I brought these into work. Everybody loves them. Bring them to potlucks. Give them to friends. These are so cheap and so good, you can't afford not to try them. I mean, even if you buy a 5-pound pack of chicken thighs at the store, get them for 99 cents, you're not going to go wrong. And as you can see, relatively easy to do as long as you have an oven. You can even dehydrate them in the oven. Put them on the racks, have a drip pan, set your oven for 170, do them for 5 or 6 hours. You don't need a dehydrator either. So broil them for about 4 or 5 minutes. You want to watch them when they start getting brown. Mix them up, recoat them. I try to not make the brown parts on top. Try to get them on the bottom, because you want to hit both sides. And you do want to stir them in between. That's why I do it for 4 or 5 minutes. Stir them up, put them in for another 4 or 5 minutes. That's going to make them caramelized. That's really what you want to do. So in for a second shot there. Take them out, and now they're done. kind of get them into a bowl, and then I put a little extra slurry on top just to give them a little extra sauce. But they smell amazing and they taste even better. Get them all into the bowl. I'm going to add a little bit extra slurry. I'm going to mix them up. I've been making these for years and years and years, and they sell out of the meat shop so fast. I haven't seen these anywhere else. I haven't seen anybody ever make these. I kind of made up the recipe myself. I've been kind of trialing different recipes. You can put a little shot of pineapple juice in there, and that really makes them good too. Give these a go. Oh, so good, guys. Give it a go. Like, subscribe if you want more butcher secrets, things to blow away your friends and family. Just make sure to follow. Comment if you want to see anything else. Appreciate you. Keep on cooking. Talk to you later.